But what I'm trying to get you to do is to realize this is a critical provision in the agreement. A lot of things flow from this particular provision. So you want to make sure you have everything in there that you need, because why? Can somebody tell me why I want to do that? Or let me ask this question. If I have a condition that is linked to this subject matter performance provision, what kind of condition would that be? Now we're going all the way back. Yes, ma'am. No, but remember when we talked about the contract concepts, this is good. This is going way back. This is like old school. Walk away. If I have a condition that is conditioned on a subject matter performance obligation, it will create a it's a walk away condition. Meaning, if you don't do this thing, all bets are off and I can walk away type of deal. Which has what kind of implications? That last business issue of concern implication, walk away. End game. If it is an obligation, if it's a condition that's just linked to an obligation or covenant that's not an obligation included in that subject matter performance vision, then what kind is it? Or ongoing. Ongoing. Meaning you can't, take your marbles and go home type of deal. But there can be some type of implications that are based on that condition. But the contract will go on. It will not be detrimental. And so now I'm just slipping that language in my subject matter performance provision, but later on in my business section, I'm going to have a true covenant that lays out what I need about Heavenly doing whatever it needs to do to ensure release of the ski lenders. It's also going to be some type, because it needs to be a clear obligation. It's not just a suggestion like, oh, I'm hoping that you will. No, you have to say what you need the person to do, what they shall do. That's how you create that obligation. That's how you take this goal, this issue that has come from this goal, and we're going to use a contract concept to solve the problem. I solved that problem by creating an obligation. Heavenly shall do this. You have to understand who your client is. There was a lot of talk about Donner having to pick it up. Do you think Donner's not going to pick it up? We don't need to worry about Donner picking it up. So, because that was the language that was used in the deal. But the real true obligation, our client is Donner. Donner cannot go on their property at this point now and just take the thing. So there needs to be some obligations. So when I start looking at it, okay, all right, well, let's say I get over there and they say, oh, you're not Donner. Although they know that we have this deal with the Mad River, they know all of it. If Mad River get over there and we entered into an agreement, they entered into an agreement with Donner and we get over there, I need to have an obligation for them to release the thing to my agent. These are problems. My client has a goal. They want to go pick the thing up. What problems come out of that goal? Oh, well, this one problem, they got to take it from their site. They got to break it down. They got to take it through the roads to the local roads and drop it off. They got to release it to my guy. Problems that are coming from the goal. Then I'm going to take that problem and I'm going to use a contract concept to make sure that Heavenly does what it's supposed to do, because I'm going to create an obligation for them to do it, which then creates a right for me to receive that performance. So this is what we're doing here over and over and over again.